Hello, hello, hello. My name is Slagfizz, your local bearded Minecrafter, and on today's episode, we're going to take a bit of a cruise around my main base here, and I'm going to show you guys where we're going to start our Let's Play series. Now, most of you will have seen my tour that I did around the base, but I thought I'd show you guys in a little bit closer detail on what I have and why I built things. This up here is what I have as my bedroom. It serves absolutely no other function, but I really like it. I really like the idea of having a base, a bedroom on top of the Guardian farm, because it was a lot of unused space, so I did that. So there we have it. It sits in with the rest of the decor out here. I've used a lot of panes absolutely everywhere, green panes, and I kind of like the idea of the torches, the side torches there. I don't normally do a great deal of side torching because they do look ugly, but I think they fit the build, especially with the flames on the towers under those underwater iron farms, and they are functional iron farms. Hessor did help me build them. That they function with holes. I don't know if you can see them from here, but there are holes that are just at the top of the green glass there, and they go all the way down past the doors, and you place the doors in a certain way, and it allows you to get the villagers to register as a valid village door. Moving on now. This was kind of a random build up here. I completely and utterly built it with no preconceptions in my mind. I just sort of built what came to mind, and it sort of ended up looking like this giant energy weapon. Other people have their own interpretations. People interpret it any way they like, but I like it, and it's fun. Also, I have a fountain in my room. If you don't have a fountain in your room, get one. You need it. Also, the only way up and in and out of here is via this portal. I really like the idea of having to travel through part of your base via the nether. Kind of slows everything down, but it's fun. I do like it. Here is the carriageway to and from our nether hub for this biome. I've still got to build a proper terminal there. I'm going to do that sometime soon. Here is the Guardian's storage silos. That's for the Guardian farm. We store the crystals over there. We store the shards over there. And the fishes over there. You can come over here and create, with that, you can create some lanterns, and I store them in here. I have quite a few. Over here we have my pet guardians. They were a huge hassle to try and transport in here, but I managed it and it was cool. Now over here we have piston door. Press these two here and it opens temporarily for you. I did design that myself. It uses a expandable timer clock. Now down here is the kill floor for the Guardian farm. This kill floor was also shared with the mob farm. I do have a mob farm on top of this building. It tends to lag everything out quite a lot when I run it, so I don't usually run it unless I really need some things, or if I'm the only one on the server. For the purpose of the recording, I don't have it running because it just makes the video quality really rubbish. But there you go, and you can also hear the clocks running in the background. They run off to a glass elevator just around here. I've got to update that for patch 1.9, but I'm still in 1.8.8, so it's working. And I'm happy about that. And I've got a bit of room to play with. I'm standing on 7.5, so I've got a couple of layers to put in something. But I like to stand here and watch them perish. Perish they all do. Now I have me a secret room. Come back here and get entrance into this room if we need to. Or we can go up into the quiet space of this base, and that's the biodome. You come into here and you can't hear the rain, there's no guardian noises, and I've got a few custom jungle trees in here. I think this one is a custom jungle tree, and I had another one. I think that one's also custom. Now I've got a shrine in here, several shrines to the deceased uncle. He was part of the LGBT community. My grandfather, who really liked bonsai. And my grandmother. And I don't know why I built it like that, I just did. So this is where I like to come through, and it is, of course, under the ocean. The whole thing is under the ocean, and over here we actually get a really good view of the iron farm. The towers serve absolutely no purpose, they just look really cool. Because the farms on their own looked a little bit bleak. They looked odd, but I built the towers to sort of round it off a bit. They drop down, the golems drop down to about y equals 15, I think, maybe a bit lower. Oh, and we've got a pet over here. We have a pet squid. His name is Squiddy. You can see his name? No, you can't see his name. Ah, I call him Squirty, because some of their brethren shoot ink in the real world, so I call him Squirty. And I can come in here for cocoa beans if I need them. I don't have a room. I don't need many cocoa browns because I don't normally build much out of brown, but I've got something. Anywho, take that because I don't want to go to the hub just yet. This return line will take you to my minecart hub. We'll put that back here. Pick that up. Okay. As you can see, I've got more panes everywhere. I really like my panes. Back here is access to the silos. They can hold, they can hold 24,000 items in each silo, and the silos in pairs. I think this might be a Zyuma Void design. There's an overflow system. The fish can come into here and they cook, and then they go off into more clocks and run off into my storage room. And if that fills up, and I've currently got a lot diverted into here, but this is my disposal system. When things get really busy in here, all 4 of them go. It's on a pretty standard hopper clock. Not a hopper clock. That's on a that's on a clock with a comparator. In here is my storage room. On this wall, I have any farmable items linked up to this, with the sole exception at the moment of the pumpkins and melons, because I haven't built a pumpkin and melon farm, but everything else is attached to a farm of one description or another. Everything else gets sorted out from that chest in the middle of the room. And it goes up through another glass elevator and through Impulse SV's clock. He has a sorting system with overflow protection, so it takes up a little bit of extra space. This is how I created my banner, and I kept the blanks. That's actually my fire suit, if I need fire protection and extra storage. I come back here a lot for a lot of things. I didn't want them to be linked up. They do come into that chest, however. So that is one linked up, but it's not sorted. So if this room can't sort something, it goes into that chest. Alright, out of here. Through the etho door. This is sort of the extras room corridor. In here we have a mumbo jumbo enchanting room, and you can tell that by the disappearing bookshelves. Now I don't like bookshelves on their own because I feel they're kind of clunky, so that's why I went with Mumbo's design, because the pistons hide it when you need them, and I prefer them to be hidden because it really detracts from the room, and you don't always need the bookshelves, especially if you're only looking to get a small enchantment for some odd reason. But if you want them, they're there. You get a level 30 enchant. If you don't want it, you don't need to have it. Put that back up there, and I've got a secret chest. Well, it's not secret, but a chest for stuff and things there, and an anvil hidden down here. And I've been meaning to shove in this room a crafting chest. Now in the next room we have a Tango Tech potion station. Now this potion station is brilliant. You can actually supply to a moderate sized server with this thing. I don't get much use out of it, I've got to admit. It's way overkill, but it allows, I really like this because it allows you to select the ingredients you want and it will create it, and you can just leave it run. As long as you're in range and you've got ingredients that you store in the droppers just there, it'll always run. And if you run out of bottles, you can go fill them up in the corner there. The redstone for this looks really complicated, but it's not actually that bad. It's just that the block placement makes it look a little confusing. And the last room for this corridor, now I will keep adding things in here, and I'm probably going to have a pumpkin farm and melon farm is a visible thing. My sugarcane farm and my cactus farm are actually hidden from the world. But in here is my netherrack room. I went with the red sand and the red sandstone just because I had it, and it kind of works really well with the nether brick. I kind of like it. And you don't need to be in here so often that it's really hits you in the face, but it's interesting. So what you do is when the nether water have all grown, you hit this button, and the pistons push the soul sand backwards and forwards, and it pops all the nether water off. And it's all collected by hoppers, and they're collected in the chest for me. And you can go replant them. Alright guys, now through the other side of this portal is the Zyuma Void train station. Do need to be careful in which direction you build it because it will stop the tracks from operating correctly, but you can select where you want to go. And I've only got 4 destinations right now, but we're going to go to the farm. Now after we go here, we're going to have a jump cut and we'll go check out where we're going to have the Let's Play series. I don't have many ideas for the base, but we'll talk about that again in just a short moment. Now over here is my farm. I grow pretty much everything in here. It makes a terrible noise, but we have a carrot farm. I did design this on my own. This uses the mechanics of the villagers. What happens is that the villagers captured over there on the slabs, they can't leave that, and they can't reach the carrots, and they have their inventories full of seed. So they want to plant the seed, but they can't because they can't reach anything. So to the farmer with the carrots, they're registered as being hungry. He tries and feeds them. And you've seen him already toss carrots at the hungry villagers, and he'll go backwards and forwards. And underneath is some hopper minecarts, and you can see the hopper minecart just sort of cruising around here. and it picks up all the carrots spare. And the farmers that are captured, captured villagers, in fact, are also on top of hoppers. So if the farmer misses, then either way, it's lossless. And it goes off into some droppers, and off into water stream, off to the storage center. And I also grow wheat. The wheat is highly efficient, actually. Very, very efficient. He doesn't stop. This one works on very different mechanics. You just fill his inventory with seed, and he won't eat the wheat. So the wheat gets left behind on any seeds he can't use, and it's picked up by the hopper minecart and sent off. And second last, is the potato farm. That works in the very same way as my carrot farm. This one I find he doesn't work as often. I have a feeling it might be a little bit too close to the village. I don't quite understand what's going on there, but he doesn't farm very often. But I don't really need the potatoes so often, so I'm not really fussed. Over here, we have a mushroom room. Everyone needs a mushroom room. Why not? There's a block of mycelium just underneath there that the mushroom can grow on. And lastly is the Tango Tech cow farm. This is actually more than enough to supply the server, but I don't have as many cows down here. That's one of the favorited videos on his homepage there if you ever want to build it. He's a very good redstone Minecrafter, and his tutorials are brilliant. Go check out his channel and give a subscribe to his channel. Alrighty, here we are. This is the minecart that I set up to go from our spawn chunk area in the nether to the new place. It's not all that far away from the spawn chunk actually. I think I'm about 3,000 blocks away, which in relative terms to Minecraft is not very far away. What we do have here is I'm going to build a base in the nether because I think that'll be a lot of fun. It's not something a lot of people do. But because of the challenges set by the nether, I have decided to have an overworld base too for our Let's Play series. That's so I can do things like have more efficient farms and grow trees without them worrying about being burnt down. Now, here we have the terminal. If you're wondering why I have glass over my rails, it's to stop zombie pigmen walking into the track and pushing me off in the opposite direction, or it also stops me getting frustrated, basically, but it's nice. This is a temporary room. I am going to rebuild it bigger and better, but this is just to stop casts from blowing up. I tried recording early today, and this whole area actually got blown up, and I got kind of a little annoyed by that, so I went and did this. It's not ugly, but it works. So I'm going to build here somewhere. If I don't build in here, probably going to build over in this area, or just in the entire cathedral area. I think I might do it in the center of this whole nether area. What I want to build in particular, I really don't know. So what I am thinking of is building with diorite and the blocks you can generate from guardian farms, because I have a guardian farm. I may as well use it, and I think those blocks work really well together, and especially with green glass. So I'm going to show you now the video in just a moment, but this is where we're going to build. So if you've got any ideas, fire away. I'm all ears. Take them on board. We'll go through here. This is where I'm going to be having the tree farm and stuff like that. There's little islands close together in the middle of a deep ocean. Haven't done anything here except for torch parts of it and sort of keep my pigs from drowning. They are already here. So this is where I'll grow trees and do the overworld stuff and things. So that's pretty much it. Now, if you guys have any suggestions, hello Enderman. If you guys have any suggestions, please send them on. But thank you very much for watching. My name is Slagfizz, your local bearded Minecrafter. If you really liked this video, please give me a like. Don't fear to share it. Please share this video. I'd really appreciate it. And if you really liked this video, please subscribe. Thank you very much and have a good night.